complained about that.
Fat tire. I know.
Well, I mean, are you
No
going to do the intro?
Did you hear it?
I've already
Trenton?
played the music.
Ah, hell. Trenton, did you hear it?
Now is Ryan, Trenton.
There
it is. I didn't have it right. Sports, food, and entertainment, and away from the things that are probably more important. We apologize for nothing and anything. I should probably put this down. Learned or forgotten today. This is the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Hello and welcome to the Real Tree Shaker Show. I'm Ryan and I'm working correctly. What? I'm excited.
I don't
Come
know how
on.
to follow that up. My bad. I had the button. I didn't put the soundboard on live, so I was a little delayed. But no,
it's okay.
I don't know why I said San Diego, but I meant Chargerland.
Well, so far we've been to Cincinnati, Buffalo, and now San Diego. Yep. So watch out, Bismarck. You might be next.
We're hitting them all.
Well,
I'm just trying to come up with whatever Belichick would say. You know, like we're on to Miami. Whatever he would do.
There you go.
Ode to Bill.
Ode to Bill. Well, we were talking as Ryan was getting himself corrected about everything that's been going on with the Pat McAfee show.
Yes.
I mean,
interesting.
You guys seem to like him a lot more than I do. Yeah, I mean, how far is this guy, do you think, willing to push the envelope with this? He's brash, that's for sure. Doesn't hold back.
He is. I think that's what people like about him, though. You know, he speaks his mind. But yeah, I agree. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he says Aaron Rodgers is not going to be on there, and then he's on there today. So, but I think he didn't like that it got a little too political and everything, and cancel culture and all that bullshit. That everybody's tired of. So, I don't know. It just becomes very politicized, and I know he just wants to have fun and do his show and talk sports and, have a good time.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that's exactly what he wants. So
that's what it's all about. I was telling T we should all wear tank tops and do a show with just tank tops on for McAfee.
I agree. Let's do it.
I'm sure America and Germany would love to see that. So,
especially Germany.
Oh, da.
Yes.
Da.
No 9.
Da. Well, on our last episode, we went over Michigan winning the title. We talked all those coaching openings. Very interesting. Like next week around midweek, the dominoes will fall, and positions will start to get filled. But with that right around the corner,
playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs?
Awesome.
Yes, that is right.
Absolutely
the
awesome.
NFL playoffs.
Jim Mora will always be known for that.
On Seth.
Are you kidding me?
I just love this. That's the best sound.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? Are you kidding me?
We can't even get a first down.
Yeah, I remember that rant.
Yeah,
I remember that playing today. Watching Sports Center, that thing popped on.
Yeah,
so that was great.
Yeah,
I don't know. That just popped in my head as I was on my second fat tire. I was drinking fat tire because you guys ever seen Bosch, the show on Prime Video?
Heard of it, never seen it.
Boston Bomb?
No, just no, not that good stuff.
How's that
but,
old Irish guy
just
on
straight
it?
Bosch. Titus Welliver. It's fantastic. It's one of the best series you'll ever watch. Seriously. I just finished it, and they always drink Fat Tire. Like him and his daughter hanging out just on the balcony, just drinking a Fat Tire. Go to the bar, drink a Fat Tire. So it's a fantastic. But
is it in
let's get back on
track. Is it based in like the city of that brewery or what?
No, it's in L.A. You know, he's a cop. He's a homicide detective. So it's just really good. And I love it. One of my all-time favorite shows. But with that, let's get right into this football on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. on NBC. The Cleveland Browns, the number 5 seed guys, head to Houston, and the AFC South champ Texans are hosting a playoff game with the rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. We know they haven't had success, but does this feel a little different than other rookie quarterbacks in the past? Cleveland opens up as a 2.5-point favorite, though.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know. I think like I think that the Texans will have some home field advantage. Because just they've played better at home than they have on the road, I think. At least more consistent, especially their defense. So deep down inside myself, I want the Texans to win, but I can honestly say, how are you going to count against Flacco and company right now? I mean,
Joe January.
You got the Joe January stepping up, and I don't know. Like you got the veterans more or less on both sides of the ball for the Browns against the newbies, and I don't know. I think the Browns win, but I think it's close. I think it's real close. Like I don't need like a 24 to 23 game or something like that. But I do. I want the Texans to win, though. I can say that, and I think they can. I really do think they can. But I just don't. I mean, the Browns have played really well since Flacco has taken over the head role there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I expect a good game. I expect a real close game. And who's been good in close games? The Cleveland Browns. They've been one of the best teams in close games. So I do
Cowboys,
think
according to you.
No, they don't have close games. They just blow people out. So, but yeah, I like the Browns.
They're going to lose this week.
I like the Browns 27-24. Flacco, I think, can just lead them. The running game can persist. They have the strength on the offensive and defensive line, I think, although the Texans' defensive line has stepped up a lot lately. So, but how are you going to go against Myles Garrett? You really can't. So, I think it'll be a close game, good competitive game, like T said, and really looking forward to it. So, but yeah, give me the Browns. I wouldn't be mad if the Texans won, though.
Yeah, I like this game. I can't wait for this game. They played a couple weeks ago. Cleveland whooped up on them a little bit, but Stroud was out with concussion. So I think it's going to be
there was no Stroud, there was no Nico, there was no Tank, there was no.
Yeah, Will it was Anderson, basically the Texans farm team.
Yeah,
so they didn't get their best. But yeah, we'll see. This is gonna be a fun game, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I think it's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be a great.
Might be the best one. Might be the best one on the slate.
Oof.
I don't know. That's not true. It'll be one of the best ones, I think, on the slate.
All these games are intriguing. But I think this is a really good game to get started with, but I like the Browns as well, 28-25. I just think, statistics, analytics, whatever you want to use, don't go well for rookie quarterbacks and first-year head coaches in the playoffs. With that, what is supposed to be the coldest game in NFL history, we have those Miami boys, the 6th seed, as Ryan said, the choke artists, heading to Kansas City to take on the 3-seeded Chiefs. Chiefs are a 4-point favorite. And real quick, the over-under for this game is 44.5.
Oh, that's way too high.
Yeah. I would put this at like if New England was playing in this game, in the 30s. Iowa football. That's where I would put that point spread.
The over? Wow. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be one of those. I think they're talking about 30 below wind chill. Like, okay, but like, I don't know. I think unfortunately the Dolphins are going to suffer the most from the cold weather, and they're going to lose the game. And Ryan will be happy about it, and I don't know. It's, I mean, honestly, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's some cold weather, and if the wind's blowing like that, like it's going to be a run, dink and dunk game, and so there's Tyreek Hill is not going to be able to, explode down the field like he should and could, and things like that. So I don't know. I'm going to say the Chiefs win. The Chiefs win 9-6.
I love it.
I don't. I mean, I don't. You're gonna have to run the ball if Mostert's not playing. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's some crazy weather. I don't believe there's gonna be a lot of points scored. I really don't.
So you picked the Marlins to beat the Royals 9-6, correct?
No, I picked the Royals to beat the Marlins.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
I mean, maybe a 10-7 game. Maybe.
Ooh, going up.
I mean, well, maybe there's some touchdowns based on the run game and on the ground. Maybe you can run a screen and you get loose because people slip and fall. I mean, maybe. They talk about that 30 below with the wind chill and that wind's gonna be blowing like that. Man, that even the field goals, that's gonna be interesting. So I won't be able to watch it because I do not have the Peacock.
Yeah.
And thank you, NFL, for being so clever with all of your awesome stuff.
I'll share my password. Don't tell anyone.
You can go kick rocks, NFL. I mean, that's silly. Playoff games are all limited. Like, there's the last few games. They're going to throw an ice cube at each other. That's awesome.
Oh, you imagine
Catch
those
that thing.
gusts of winds going through the ear hole of the helmet. Oh, it's going to be cold. I mean, Tua talking about it's just a mindset. Just this last weekend.
So what is?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Like meatballs? Hot balls of what?
I don't know what to say.
Oh. I see now.
All right. I don't know. I think, I just don't see Miami doing anything offensively. And it sucks because Miami had such a good start and they've lost all these defensive guys. So the one thing you need to have against Mahomes is a pass rush, and they don't have anybody to do it. I mean, they were having Melvin Ingram in pass coverage, against the Bills last week. So I think it's going to be.
Now it's Bruce Irvin.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So-
mean, it's, Miami's not built for this cold weather, but I like the Chiefs 16-10 because, KC's not really exactly a firehouse offense either, So, but I had a question about this. If they knew if the league is scripted and they knew the weather was going to be this cold, why didn't they switch?
Yep.
Why didn't they switch this game to the 4:30 game? And then Houston and Cleveland could have been the primetime game inside. And at least the players could have played in, below 25 below wind chill instead of 30. I don't know. I just thought that was a little crazy.
The Riders didn't watch the weather report, so they fell behind. So.
And then,
Stupid
all right,
script.
over or under 3.5 snow angels done on the field?
Over.
I like the over as well. All right.
Because if one of those defensive players gets a turnover and they go do it, then that means the other guys will do it too. So, yep, give me the over. Hey, he went off to
he needed some.
Where's he going?
It was time to freshen up.
Ryan went off to Miami. So
back on the East Coast. Hello, Seattle.
Well, we'll touch all the playoff spots for him.
Well, what about
for us?
I gave Bismarck hope that they were going to get a chance.
Bismarck?
Yeah.
Oh. Is there a playoff game going on there?
Could be. Or maybe the Savannah Bananas are there. I don't know. But Ryan had to take a quick TV timeout. I thought he got corrected.
Technical
he
difficulties.
Lied. Ryan lied. All right. Well, he'll join us shortly. So let's just go ahead and jump to. There he is. Oh, super close
big
up.
face now.
Yeah.
You got the AJ Hawk.
I don't want to see that. Right.
Face.
At least there's no delay, right? At least there's no delay, right?
No.
Big face delay?
I had to go heat up my balls. Sorry.
Oh.
That's talent if I'd have ever heard it.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Back. Focus. Refocus. Remember, this is just a mindset.
Yes.
Guys, the Steelers, I don't know how they're in. They're the 7th seed. They're traveling to Buffalo to take on the Red Hot Bills, who have overcome, what'd you say, Ryan? A 1% chance to win the division 6 weeks ago?
They had a 0.1% chance.
0.1. Yeah, and they were the 11th
that's pretty
seed.
crazy.
Right around the 11th seed at that time, too. And now on fire in the playoffs.
They're the 2 seed.
Bills Mafia going to be setting tables on fire, getting ready for this game. But the Bills open up as a double-digit favorite, 10.
Wow.
This is a Sunday 1 o'clock game.
Hi.
What's the weather like? What's it going to be, I should say?
Snow.
Cleveland's been running the ball pretty good the last few games. Or not Cleveland, I'm so sorry. The Steelers. I don't know. Buffalo at home's tough. I feel like the Buffalo's going to eke one out. I don't know, probably 21-17 kind of game. Just based on the fact the Steelers have been able to run the football more. They have looked a little bit better with Rudolph getting the ball down the field and stuff like that. But Buffalo's tough at home. They've been on fire. I think they go and get the job done at home.
Yeah, I like the Bills too. I mean, I don't know if I could ever pick Mason Rudolph to win a playoff game in Buffalo. So,
Crazier things
give me
have
the
happened.
Bills. Yeah, true. Give me the Bills. I'm gonna go 28-17 over the Steelers, and I mean, I think Steelers get the running game going, but Rudolph's going to throw a couple picks, and I don't know. I think the Bills' defense just really stepped up, and that's been their driving force because Josh Allen turns the ball over 2 or 3 times a game, so you can pretty much expect that.
Yep, I was just about to say.
Yeah, but
Isn't one of the Bills' corners out though? Did they get hurt in that last game?
Maybe.
The one they traded for. I can't remember what his name was.
Rasul Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's injured.
Yeah, but like you said, it's Mason Rudolph. I don't trust him in Buffalo. Yes, Allen turns the ball over,
Yeah.
but you know what? He's still one of the best in the league. You know, yeah, I led him in turnovers, the league in turnovers, but he also had the most touchdowns. You know, so
True.
and the guy is just unbelievable. That third down run, 3rd and 13 last week, where he just got through the tacklers and stretched out, an extra 2 feet to grab the first down. Yeah, the guy's unbelievable. And I think Buffalo is just super focused. And I think they realize that, like, now is their time to take advantage and get to the AFC Championship game. And I like the Bills 24-10 and plus no TJ Watt for the Steelers. So that could have a huge effect on how this game goes. So the 4:30 game, is this the best playoff matchup? Packers at Cowboys? Some would say. Most pressure on one team, no pressure on another. But the Cowboys open up as 7.5-point favorites.
Give me them Packers all day. I think they go in and upset them.
There's always an upset.
I think the Packers win. I think, there always is. There's always someone that goes into the playoffs and is, they just don't get the job done. So I'm taking the Packers on this one, 31-28.
Wow.
I'm not going to talk Ryan in anything, of course, but the Cowboys have their moments. I know they played well at home and stuff like that, but there are there's holes in that defense. The Packers have been playing pretty well, and honestly, I don't think anybody's expecting them to do anything. So I'm willing to take a shot at them or a shot with them, and I just don't believe the Cowboys are as good as some of us think they are. So yeah, I'll take a flyer. I'll take a flyer on the Packers. Why not?
Maybe they're not as good, but the Cowboys have not lost a game at home, and I would take them over a Jordan Love-led team in his first playoff game in that kind of environment, especially. So I do think they keep it close. I would definitely take the under points, but I do think the Cowboys win 30-24. Close game. I think Aaron Jones has a good game on the ground. I think Jordan Love makes a couple mistakes, fumble, pick, something. I don't know. I think the Cowboys just get it done at home, until they have to go on the road in the playoffs. They're going to be a hard team to beat at home.
She'll still pick them on the road.
Now, if they were playing the Niners, I wouldn't.
And every preseason game. I don't know. This game could go either way. It's like, Jordan Love had the second most touchdown passes in the league. So the kid has clicked the second half of the year. So, and they're the youngest team in the playoffs in like the longest time. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, there's so much pressure on Dallas, and the Packers, like I just said, they're young, so they're playing with house money, man. You go, they ain't got nothing
Yep.
to lose. You're supposed to lose this game if you're Green Bay, right?
Yep.
But Green Bay's defense kind of worries me a little bit, and like Ryan said, Cowboys are really good at home. And I think Jair Alexander will limit CeeDee Lamb, but I think Ferguson's going to have a big game, just enough for Dallas to get the win 28-24. We shift now to the Rams, the 6th seed in the NFC, traveling to Motown to take on those 3-seeded Lions. Lions, 3-point favorites at home. Matthew Stafford is coming home.
Man, I hate to say it, but I think Stafford gets revenge. And I think it's a shootout game. I think that somehow the Rams defense is a little bit better than the Lions, and I know it's gonna be loud. I know they're gonna be pumped up and things like that. But I think with Goff having turnover problems at times, like whether it be one, maybe two, I think that could come back and haunt him a little bit. So I'm thinking 35-31. The Rams, unfortunately, stopped the Lions' dream. I'd like to see the Lions win. Do not get me wrong. And hats off to the Rams, what they've done so far this year. Very unexpected. And but man, something just tells me, man. Something just tells me they go and beat them. I hate it though, because I want the Lions to win. I'd like to see the Lions in the Super Bowl. I think that'd be really, really cool. It completely messed up the script, so it'd be awesome.
I was going to say, actually, one of the scripts has the Chiefs beating the Lions in the Super Bowl, so it's possible. But
of course it does. Like what script out there isn't written, right? They're just gonna
gotta keep it open. So.
Grab one and just plug it into play. Like, oh, let's just pull this one out of our little case here.
Right.
Stupid
page
script.
79, real quick, guys. What?
You know what? I was almost gonna pick the Rams. I was almost with you, T. I was like, man, Stafford they have the experience in the playoffs. They're playing hot right now. The Lions, they've struggled a little bit lately. Haven't been as great as they were in the beginning and middle of the season. But it's hard to pick. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions, man. I think they get it done. First playoff game in over 30 years. So, man, I like them 38-35 over the Rams in what is going to be a hell of a game. This is the game I'm looking forward to the most, probably. Rams at Lions. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
You are talking so fast, Ryan, like the Micro Machine Man. I like the Rams. No,
was I? Really?
I don't know. I don't know. You're like the new.
I'm sorry.
I'm Groot.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You're the new age. Max Headroom. Forever.
Yeah.
I didn't. T, what was your score? I know you picked the Rams, but what was your score?
35-31.
35-31?
I believe that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't want to pick this game. I didn't because
it took me a long time to think
about
it.
I think this is. I really looking forward to Cleveland and Houston, but all these games are intriguing. But this one, to me, I think is my favorite matchup of the weekend. I don't know. Better coach, better quarterback are the Rams. Playoff experience, like Ryan said. But Detroit's at home, and they're really good at home. And Goff has got to be motivated to get revenge on McVay and the Rams for trading them away to Detroit. Because I was flipping through the TV the other day, and I actually came on when it was the first year that Goff was in Detroit. And they still had DeAndre Swift. They had Hawkinson was still on the team, and it was just like, wow. And that's when the year they started like 0-6, and it was just,
Yeah.
so I think this is a game where Goff gets to say a little F you to the Rams, and the Lions win 30-28. I think somehow Detroit will pull off a little trick play that gives them an edge to win the game. But now, Ryan, my man, gets Monday Night Football for his Bucks.
Ooh.
Have those cannons ready as the Eagles, who have been fading the 5 seed, travel down to Tampa to take on Ryan's other team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, who won the NFC South. But the Eagles are opening up as 3-point favorites on the road.
Yes. So, knowing back in week 3, the Eagles beat the Bucks 25-11. It was a lot closer than that. The Bucks actually played a pretty decent game. They scored a touchdown late to seal it, but it was a close game for a long time. Bucks were within a touchdown. They played decent, so they had a few players out. The last time they played, they had like 3 defensive starters out. While the Bucks are healthy, they have their guys back. So, and I'm curious to see how Jalen Hurts and his finger are going to throw the ball. According to today's media, he hasn't even picked up a ball yet to throw. So I get it. It's a Monday night game, so they have that extra day. But still, you wonder a little bit about it. And, I've seen so many rumblings about they don't believe in Jalen Hurts anymore. He's a flash in the pan. He's, basically some meme had him as Charlie Batch, basically saying this is him without his talent, without the talent. So I don't know. All I know is the Bucks are going to win on Monday night and knock out the defending NFC champions. Bucks win this game 24-20.
Yeah, a lot less words than what Ryan said. I just think the Eagles are completely melting down, and I think the Bucks do get it done, 23-20. I mean, if AJ Brown's not going to be in there, I think that hurts him a lot. I mean, yes, Julio Jones is not a bad third receiver right now and stuff like that, but
yeah, I think Smith is hurt too with an ankle. So
he's not I don't think he's 100%, as with the ankle. So yeah. Plus the Bucks are at home, and I think Evans and company will get them pumped up and ready to roll. I mean, there might even be a little Brady speech to him, if you know what I'm saying. So, I just think the Bucks can win this game. I don't think they're some kind of elite team that's going to go and dominate them or stuff. And just they're at home. The Eagles are slipping. I think that gives them a lot of confidence, and they have a lot of veteran players that should be able to go out there and get the job done. So,
yeah, another intriguing game. I mean, you have a lot of confidence, Ryan, in the Bucks, especially with the way they played against Carolina last week.
I mean, they didn't play the best. I get it, but like I was telling you guys, no, for some reason, when teams go play the Panthers, then Charlotte, they struggle. The offense struggles. Every team that's been there, they don't allow a lot of points at home. So, I mean, was I happy with it? No. I mean, they should have blown them out, but their defense played damn good. So definitely was happy with that result, that the defense stepped up and played like that. And I think if they could bring that kind of game, let Baker have a few plays, find Evans, find Godwin, find Kate Otten, let Rashad White do his thing, and I don't know. I think they find a way to pull it out. So,
and that defense should play that against Carolina. So
yeah, I was telling when you were gone for a second, T, they had 3 defensive starters out in their first matchup. Everyone is healthy. Everyone's playing on the Bucks. The
I didn't go anywhere.
3 defensive starters out.
I got you.
Okay, sorry.
My face might have disappeared, but I was here.
So, yeah, I like the Bucks. I I'm betting Sean's taking the Eagles, his second favorite team.
No, where's that button? Well, I can't root for them.
With a Giants hat on, Sean's taking the Eagles.
I did
Damn.
initially write the Eagles down, yeah, but
I knew it. I knew it.
yeah, but no, I nothing that I've tried to put in my head about this team has worked. Like, I don't see how. I mean, your quarterback's hurt. Like, obviously, his something's wrong with one of his legs. He hasn't been the same. Now he's got the finger. You say he
Yeah.
hasn't even touched a football. You kind of need to keep timing with your receivers, especially if you're playing with the backups. You should probably be, trying to get in sync with some of the lower on the depth chart wide receivers. But it's just obvious that they miss their coordinators and they're just not the same team. And the people that they got in place are not equal or less than what they lost. And, their coordinators that became head coaches. And so I'm going Bucks 21-20, and they advance to the next divisional round of the playoffs. T, what's your favorite game of the weekend?
I'd probably say that Rams Lions game, just based on all the history, the two different quarterbacks that were traded for. The Lions haven't been there forever and stuff like that, so that's the most intriguing for me. The second one's definitely going to be keep an eye on those Cowboys if they lose that game. Oh man,
Okay, Ryan, if your boys lose, does Jerry Jones get fired like Arthur Smith at 12:01 a.m.?
You mean
Jerry Jones going to fire himself or what? He's going to step down as the owner? You mean does Mike McCarthy get fired? No. McCarthy's job's safe regardless.
No way.
You picked the Cowboys too, so you tell me.
Talking.
Oh,
you think the Cowboys are going to win?
There's no way that the Packers should win. And I mean, I'm not saying that like it's not possible. You know, Green Bay could play the best game they've played all year. But there's just the Cowboys should win, and for a third straight year to go 12-5 and get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs and not reach the conference championship at least. I think Jerry's getting old and doesn't have the patience, shouldn't have the patience. But I don't know. I mean, I've seen numbers where Mike McCarthy's numbers, like career-wise, are the same as John Harbaugh. They both have the same amount of Super Bowl wins. Their career, winning percentage is pretty good, and I don't know. McCarthy's, taking two teams to the playoffs, so he is a good coach, but I don't know if Jerry has the patience anymore. So yeah, that game is interesting to see. I mean, how are the fish going to do in frozen weather in Kansas City? It's just going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I have to play this one more time.
Yeah, I agree.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
I agree.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
They are around the corner. They are around the corner. Oh, wow. So,
Can't wait.
It's going to be so much fun. And before we go, can we talk about rapid fire? Yeah.
Yeah. Season ending. I know. Sean won. I lost.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to give myself a round of applause just because I can.
We don't even need to know how I did.
Okay. So you went from like 15 to 2 people. So it really isn't that much. But with season totals, I got 66% of the picks right. Ryan, you got 62, and T, you were at 58%. So, I mean, That's better, better than.
Should have picked the Cowboys more, huh? Maybe would have upped my percentage. So,
I think you picked against them every week. You were like, "Oh, they're playing the Panthers. I got the Panthers."
Oh, in New England, no problem.
no. I did not.
Boys and Pats. I got the Pats.
Nope. I mean, I'm not an idiot. Like, not at least a complete idiot.
Did you pick them the last week against the Commanders or no?
Of course, I picked the Cowboys. Like, man, that Mandarin team is JV
I can
football,
remember.
man. Like, sit there and think. I mean, they tried in the first quarter, I think, and kept it close, and then just like that, done.
Well, preseason predictions. Ryan had him at 11-6. TU had him.
Who?
The Manders?
No, Cowboys.
No.
Okay.
TU had him at 9-8, and I had him at 7-10. So, Ryan got the juju into him, I guess. I don't know, but with that,
What was our Bucks prediction?
oh
That's what happens when he warms their footballs. You know what I mean?
yeah, you picked the Bucks at 6-11. T was generous at 8-9, and I had him at
Close.
3-14. I will not lie.
How about the Giants?
Giants, I severely missed. 10-7 for me.
We all did.
Yeah. Trent had him at 11-6. You had him at 10-7. So.
Okay.
Yep.
And the Manders?
Let's see. Commies, I had 7-10. So did you, Ryan, and Trenton had him at 8-9.
Where did they finish?
5-12.
4-12
Or 4-13.
4-13.
Yeah, 4-13.
4-13. Okay.
That's why they got
Okay.
the number 2 pick. So that'll be
There you
interesting to see who goes there. So with that was fun, but we are going to work on that segment so it maybe fits its name a little more for year 2. But hey, we're somewhat new at this podcast shit, so we're slowly piecing it along. But with that, guys, that was fun. Hail to the victors, as always. Everybody, look forward to
No chance.
Playoffs?
Michigan.
Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
I love that. Ryan, tell everyone where they can find us.
Come on, big face.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok. Find us, Real Tree Shaker Show. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon. Search for us. Listen, rate, subscribe, comment. Let us know. Send us a note. We'll read it on air.
Blow up Ryan's face paint on the wall.
I'm like Harbaugh, remember?
Who has it better than us?
No,
That's
nobody.
right. So with that,
Somebody?
thanks for listening. We'll be back after these fantastic playoff games. We'll see what happens in the coaching world. But as always, this has been the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Peace.
Peace and love.
Playoffs?
Again?
Don't talk about it. Playoffs?